Alright. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's edition of Smash Master 62, presented at TOL. First on deck, we have Ball Meat versus Xero. Both pretty formidable players, and I'm your host for tonight, Mudkip. So let's get into it. The players are getting set on stage, and they're getting ready to perform the stage selection. Really excited to be here tonight casting Smash. And first stage choice is Small Battlefield. I'll get into the character selections. Alright. Looks like we have Xero on Wario and Balmy on Kazuya. We will see what happens in match number 1 out of 3. It is best out of 3, so first player to 2 wins. First player to 2 wins. Alright. Balmy fires a laser to get started and damages Kazuya for 26%. It's Kazuya going on. Wario going on a defensive, gets lasered by Kazuya again. Almost falls off the stage, but is able to make a recovery. Wario looking to go on the offense, but isn't able to find any. Kazuya is absolutely letting Wario know what's up right now and eliminates Wario. Wario is down 1 stock, 2-3. So Kazuya is currently in the lead right now. We'll see what comes of it. And Wario bounced back. Wario looking for offense, able to find a little bit. Not quite as much, but Kazuya is able to make a full recovery there. Nice recovery. Nice recovery by Balmeat against Xero there. It looks like Xero has to go on the offense here if he plans on winning this match. We will see what happens. Xero almost gets knocked off the stage. Battles back up, but eventually Kazuya knocks him off the stage. We'll see if Kazuya can make the recovery. What a recovery by Balmeat to get back on the stage and continue the fight. Kazuya is 1 stock away from give me 3 stocking Xero. Will it happen, or will Xero battle back into this? Xero knocks Balmeat off the stage. Balmeat's able to battle back. Xero's able to recover some health there. We'll see what happens. Both players trying to feel each other out now. Oh, Wario's motorcycle came into play. Wario's motorcycle is still in play. Will anybody use it? Or will it just expire? Kazuya is sitting at 101% damage right now, so he is really in danger of getting knocked out here. Uh-oh. Xero is looking for the kill shot, unable to find it. Balmy recovers. Gets thrown again by Xero. We will see what happens. Can he make this recovery? Yes, he does. Goes for on the defensive and puts his shield up. Nothing to do there. Xero is looking to make this finish and take Kazuya down to 2 stocks. Will it happen? Knocks Wario off the edge. Knocks Kazuya off the edge. Kazuya lasers and prevents him from ledge guarding. Wario play by Balmeat to slam Wario down and win match number 1. We will see what happens in match 2. And we will see if both of them stay on their respective players. Stage man's incoming now. Xero and Balmeat getting set up for match 2. We will see what happens here. It will stay on Small Battlefield.
Stop battle.
And Balmeat goes right back to Kazuya, and Xero is looking like he's going to lock in on Wario. Match 2 is underway. If Balmeat wins this match, he will win the series. Series is best 2 out of 3. So, first 1 to 2 wins. Xero has to win 2 games in a row if he plans on beating Balmeat. Balmeat looking very stellar right now. Going on the offense early, trying to find some. Able to get some, but Wario is going on the offensive wall, and Kazuya has to retreat. Kazuya looking for some offense of his own. Oh, didn't find nothing there. Xero's just kind of dodged Kazuya. Kazuya the best he can right now. Trying to figure each other out. Deflects there. Nice shield by Wario into an attack. Nice job by Wario there. Takes Kazuya up to 25% damage, but Wario is sitting at 69%, so he has to be careful here not to get knocked out off the stage. Ooh, Wario flirting with disaster there. Nothing comes of it yet. Eventually gets knocked out by Kazuya. Kazuya is up 3 stocks to 2. We will see what happens here, guys. Xero here looking very formidable right now. Looking to go on the offense, able to find some. To knock Kazuya around a bit. Kazuya recovers, able to knock Wario around a bit now. Uh-oh. Kazuya goes for his signature slam, is able to find it. 66% to Wario. Kazuya sitting at 91. Can Wario finish the job and knock Kazuya out? Let's see. Uh-oh, recover some health. Wario looking to ledge dive, decides to play safe and get back on stage. Very smart play there. Uh-oh. Kazuya going for the throw. Wario able to somehow recover. What a miraculous recovery by Wario there. Brings his motorcycle into play. Will he throw it? He does. Wow, what a shield by Kazuya there, guys. Gets knocked off the opposite end of the stage. Kazuya tries to laser. Nobody home. Wario knocks him off the stage for a 2-2. Stock even. We will see what happens here. Wario has to be careful. He's sitting at 147% health. Whoops, I spoke too soon, guys. He got knocked out. Wario's down 2 stocks to 1. We will see what happens here. Uh-oh. Kazuya flirting with disaster on the side of the stage. We will see if he's able to make up for it. Is able to gold Wario into making a mistake and starts up some offense. Kazuya ledge dives. Is able to recover. Is Xero able to do the same, and he does. Wow, Xero somehow found his way back to center stage. I do not know how he did that. Wario looking to go on an attack, some attacks of his own, is able to find it. Kazuya misses his attack. Kazuya is able to uppercut Wario there. Wario brings his motorcycle back into play. Will it be of any use? And it is not, unfortunately. Uh-oh, Kazuya is off the stage. Wario stage dive. He does not. Kazuya is able to ledge guard and get back onto the stage. Both of them dead even right now. Wario's at 113% health. We will see what happens here. Kazuya's in danger of getting knocked out. We'll see if that happens. Well, both of them put their shields up. Nothing to do there. Kazuya goes for a grab, empty grab there. I mean, Wario, sorry. No grab for Wario. Wow, what a knockout by Xero to go down, to go to 1 stock even. We'll see what happens here. Xero is really in danger at 120% health, so he does need to play kind of passive here. Else he may get knocked out off the stage by 1 hit from Kazuya, but we will see what happens. Can Xero somehow battle back and even this at 1 game apiece? Stay tuned and find out. But Kazuya is at 46% health. Uh-oh. And Wario just knocked Kazuya out, and Xero evens this series up 1 game apiece. What will happen in the final of Game 3? I'm interested in seeing if they stay on small battlefield or if they migrate to another stage. It will definitely be interesting to see. So far it's at a deadlock. Ball Meat and Xero each at 1 game apiece. Shall see what comes up of this 3rd game.
Kazuya.
Both going right back on their respective characters. Xero has yet to lock in. Xero does. Xero locks in on Wario. And just like that, Game 3 is underway on small battlefield.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wait, not small battlefield. Alright, both Xero and Balmy looking to figure each other out early stages. No damage taken yet by either of them. Kazuya goes on some defense. And Wario's able to capitalize by making him make a mistake. Very nice shield by Wario to block Kazuya's laser. Kazuya goes back on the defense. Tries to turn it into some offense and is able to knock Wario off the stage briefly. Wario recovers. Kazuya lasers twice. Finally, Royals off the stage. Kazuya is up 3 stocks to 2. We will see what happens next. Kazuya is sitting at 47% damage. We'll see what comes of it. Is able to damage Wario for 26%. We will see what comes of this. Wario throws his bike, nobody home. Kazuya is able to dodge that. Kazuya shields up, so does Wario. Kazuya looking for some offense, but Wario counters it into something of his own. And is able to knock a combo off. Wario goes for a grab, comes up empty, nobody home. Wario tries to ride his motorcycle into Kazuya. Kazuya picks up his bike, tries to throw it into Wario. Wario does not fall for that kick. Wow, Wario just destroyed his bike. Kazuya sitting at 108% damage. Kazuya gets knocked out. Will Kazuya come back and knock Wario out here? Wario shields up nicely. I was able to escape Kazuya for the moment. Wario looking to play some defense. Tries to throw Kazuya to no avail. Kazuya able to counter there and knock Wario off the stage. Wario is down to 1 stock. This is a winner-take-all match, folks. Will Xero be able to bounce back to from 1 stock against Kazuya's 2? Uh-oh. Mike rides into Kazuya. Let's find out what happens here. Kazuya tries to laser. Nobody home for that. Uh-oh. Kazuya looking for the kill shot here. We'll see what happens. Both of them at, one of them's at 50 and the other one's at 6. Now 67 to 60. We'll see what happens. Kazuya lasers Wario's motorcycle. Oh, bye-bye motorcycle for Wario. Wario's able to even it up to 1 stock. He is at 67% damage. What will happen here? Can Wario come back and win this match? Both of them looking to go on the offense. Kazuya eventually does. Wario tries to make some offense of his own, but is unable to come up with it. Wario shields up, trying to get Kazuya to make a mistake, and Kazuya does not fall for that. Wario knocks Kazuya up, is unable to make anything out of that. Kazuya lasers into Wario's shield. Wario doesn't take damage here. Wario's now sitting at 141. Against the edge of the stage, Kazuya may be able to take advantage of that here. He looks to knock Wario out completely and is able to do so far, as Xero has not been able to make a recovery up until this point. He finally does. Wow, gets upgraded by Kazuya to end the match in the series.
Wins.
Good job to Ballmeat taking the match 2-1. Very solid job by both competitors. And now while we have a break and the contestants switch up, we do host weekly Smash tournaments here at TOL on Monday nights, starting at 7. Sign-ups are always on StartGG. And we also host weekly tournaments on Thursday nights for a fighting game community night, or FGC tournaments featuring 2XKO, Tekken 8, and Street Fighter 6. So if you play any of those games, we would love to see you out here. Come on out for a fun time and community and camaraderie. Now we have next match on deck is Dax FZ against Oma Falophagus. Oma Falophagus is new, but Dax FZ has been a pretty regular attender, and Dax FZ is pretty good or so I've heard and so I've seen from some of his tournament matches. We will see what happens here. Let's go to the character selection. It looks like Dax FZ is going to go with... Oh, he's hovering Shelton Lucario. Decides to go Lucario.
Lucario! Whoa!
Technical difficulties here, guys. Sorry about that. trying to get their controllers figured out here.
Lucario!
Alright. Like it's gonna be Lucario versus Wolf.
Three, two, one, go!
Alright. Lucario and Wolf going at it now, center stage. Both of them looking to go on the offense. Lucario is able to damage Wolf for 22% damage so far. We'll see what happens next. Wolf fires his ray gun. Nobody home there. Lucario's at 73% damage. Oh my goodness. This match is getting off to a very quick start. Wolf is at 35 damage. We'll see what happens here. Is he able to knock Lucario off the stage and KO him to go down, to go up 3 stocks to 2? Is unable to... Oh wow, what a stage dive by Wolf to finish Lucario off. Take him down to 2 stocks. What will come of this now? Will Lucario find a way to come back? We shall see and find out. Oh my goodness. Lucario is somehow able to recover his way back to center stage. Almost gets knocked out by Wolf again. Wolf is absolutely going on the offensive here, looking for his ray gun. Nobody home. Both of them. Wolf knocks Lucario off the stage, tries to stage dive, doesn't find it, is able to make a recovery. And both of them are able to do so. Lucario fights his way back on the stage. We'll see what happens here. Wolf is absolutely taking over this match. Knocks out Lucario, and Lucario goes down to 1 stock. Lucario is in danger of losing this very first match against Wolf here. But Wolf's at 100% damage, so we will see if Lucario is able to capitalize and figure something out here. He's trying to. I'll give him credit for that. Finally dives back to the stage. Is able to recover a little bit, but Wolf right back on the attack here. Lucario is able to knock Wolf around and knock him back to center stage. Wow, Lucario just missed the attack and dove off the stage and got knocked out. The first match of this series goes to Wolf. Very formidable playing styles by both of these two players.
Whoa.
Now it is going to be Wolf against Falco. Both of them have ray guns and both of them have a deflector, so we will see what happens here. Falco looks to charge in on Wolf early, is unable to find anything. Both of them looking for some offense. Wolf gets knocked off the stage almost. Is able to make a recovery. He's able to battle back to center stage. We'll see what happens here. Falco knocks him off the stage again, is unable to capitalize off of it. Wolf comes back with some offense of his own and knocks Falco off stage. What will happen here? Falco goes down to 2 stocks, is unable to recover and gets knocked out. Gets taken down a stock, is Wolf able to continue the onslaught. He's sitting at 74% damage. With Falco at 45 and counting, we will see what happens here. Both of them going on the offensive onslaught or trying to find something. Wolf is able to come up with the better end of the exchange. Falco finding an offensive exchange of his own, gets knocked off a stage by Wolf, so all for naught there. Sorry Falco, today just doesn't seem to be your night apparently. Wow, Wolf is sitting at 96% damage. Can he make a recovery? He is somehow able to knock Falco off the stage. And stage dives to keep him off the stage to go up 2 games to 0. And just like that, folks, Wolf is your winner of this series. So congratulations to Wolf. And just in time for Halloween, we do have a Halloween event coming up this Friday. I do believe the event starts at 7. We're having a costume contest and some other fun activities here at the Outer Limits. So if you're in the Leesburg, Ashburn area and looking for someplace safe to go for Halloween, and not go door to door trick-or-treating, please feel free to come on out. We would love to have you here, and we would love to see you. Definitely dress up in a costume, as we are doing a costume contest. The winner will be getting a prize, unknown yet. So not sure what that prize quite is, but who doesn't love a good mystery on Halloween? So I guess you'll have to come to find out what the prize is. Next match is getting set up on stream. That was a very formidable match by Wolf and Falco there. Both of them having ray guns and both of them having deflectors, so it was a dead heat pretty much up until Wolf was able to find a way to win both matches. I mean, being a Donkey Kong player myself, I always kind of struggled against players who had more agility, such as Wolf, Falco, and Fox. And even more recently, somehow I've been like struggling hard against Ryu too. Like Ryu's another one of those characters that I just have a hard time, absolutely a hard time against. But then again, you know, kind of play casual, just play casually right now. We'll see. Thinking about getting back into the tournament scene, but we'll see what happens. I just haven't had a lot of time to devote to Smash tournaments. And shout out to anybody who's tuning in on stream. If you guys are in the area and you guys are Smash players, or you guys are Street Fighter 6, 2XKO, or Tekken 8 players, please do feel free to stop by Smashes on Monday nights. Sign-ups are on StartGG for both Smash tournaments and FGCs. We will get this next set going shortly. It'll be Dax FZ against Kiko on stream next. Both the players are getting set up on the stage. If I'm not mistaken, Dax FZ is one of few tournaments at our Smash Weekly, so it'll be interesting to see if he wins again tonight. We'll just have to tune in to find out. Players getting set on the stage. Waiting for player 1 to clear. Go back to stage select for this set to get underway. I'm actually excited for this set. I haven't seen Kiko play yet, but be interesting to see how this match pans out for either Dax FZ or Kiko. Okay. Somebody needs to figure out review their controllers, aren't their name change. Alright. We're having a name change entry here. Okay, so Kiko. Fantastic. Kiko's getting his controller configurations going. Match will start shortly. We will see who both of these players choose. Alright, first stage selection is Small Battlefield.
Start battle.
Yeah, Dax FZ going up against Kiko here. Kiko takes Incineroar against Dax FZ's Wolf. We will see what happens here. I'm actually excited for this now because Incineroar is actually one of my other favorite characters in this game. Outside of Donkey Kong. As you can see, I kind of took a liking to grapplers. Alright, both of them trying to go on the offense early. Incineroar is able to damage Dax FC. We will see what comes of it. Incineroar is in danger of getting knocked off the stage, able to recover and able to fight back the center stage. FZ is going on an offensive onslaught of his own. Incineroar throws him, knocks him off the opposite end of the stage. Both of them recover. Uh-oh. Wolf takes first stock and goes up for 2. we see what happens next. And Incineroar is looking for some defense, able to find it. Turn that defense into offense, is able to find that too. Knocks FC off the stage, unable to finish him off. Nice recover by FC. And an incredible one, as a matter of fact. Wolf tries to return the favor, unable to find it. Wolf dashes, Incineroar shields up and blocks. What an incredible block by Incineroar there. Nice play by Incineroar. Kiko's playing this match very smart. He dabbles with danger and gets knocked off the stage. Absolutely blasts Wolf off the other end of the stage. And both of them are at even 2 stocks now. But Kiko has to be careful. He is sitting at 107% damage, so one attack from Wolf could do him in for going down to 1 stock. He's able to stay on the offense, at least for this moment. FC finds a ray gun and blasts him with a shot. We'll see what happens next. FC knocks Kiko up and off the stage. See you later, Kiko. Kiko goes down to 1 stock. We'll see what happens here. 86% damage to Wolf done so far. Will Kiko take Wolf down to 1 stock? Tune in to find out. Oh my. Wow. What a quick fight. That's FC there to knock Kiko off the stage, but Kiko's able to recover. FC looking for some offensive onslaught is able to find it. FZ smells blood. Can FC finish Kiko off here? Is unable to do so thus far. Very nice counter by Kiko there to stay alive in this match. Kiko sitting on 108% damage, so he does have to be careful. So does FC. This is currently anyone's match, but FC is up 2 stocks to 1. Is Kiko able to finish him off? Nope, he's not able to. He recovers and knocks Kiko off the other side of the stage. Very nice recovery and attack by Dax FZ there. Dax FZ knocks Kiko off the stage to take him down in game 1. Very formidable opponent. Very good match by both players there. Kiko played that match really well. Just came up a tad bit short at the end. We will see if both of them stay on their respective players, or will Kiko switch it up. Oh, Kiko's confident on Incineroar, and that's who he locks in, and just like that, folks, game 2 is underway. If Wolf wins this match, he will have won the set. And Kiko has to win 2 straight, so Kiko essentially has to reverse here. Not impossible, but definitely hard. Both of them start off the match. Kiko's already sitting at 50% damage against Wolf's 34, so Wolf's looking to get the better of the exchange here. We'll see what happens here. Kiko's able to recover. Wolf knocks him back off the stage. Wolf goes on the onslaught and takes him down to 2 stocks. What can Dax FC do here? Kiko's looking for some offense and is unable to find any. Shields up against Dax FC's attacks. Is able to find that. Nice block and nice throw by Kiko. Kiko's looking to deflect Dax FC's shot, but Dax FC's not giving him that. Kiko knocks FC off the stage, is unable to capitalize. FC looking to return the favor, is unable to do so. Oh my goodness, FC almost dashed off the stage here. Nice throw by Kiko. Dax is off the stage. We will see what happens. Oh my, uh-oh. Kiko almost found himself in trouble, but is able to recover. Nice recovery by Kiko there. What a 2 great plays by 2 great players. Dax FC and Kiko. Kiko knocks FC off the stage. Can he capitalize? FC dash attack is unable to find it. Kiko knocks him out to go 2 stocks even. But Kiko is at a lot of damage here. He's sitting at 105 and 106 and counting. FC uses the ray gun, finds him twice. Is Kiko able to recover? Uh-oh. He tried to upbeat, no to an avail. Sorry. See you later, Incineroar. That's one of Incineroar's more risky moves, because if you miss and you're on the side of the stage and you don't grab onto that wedge, well, you see what just happened, folks. Kiko's able to knock FC off the stage, unable to capitalize, though. FC able to battle his way back to center stage. Both of them at center stage. Incineroar And Xero is looking to go on the attack. Gets knocked out the stage by himself. Can Wolf get back up stage? And Wolf is able to stay alive just in the nick of time. 2-0. Dax FC. Dax FC is looking like one of the formidable players here tonight in the tournament. And his Wolf is absolutely impeccable. The next match we will have is Habibi versus CPU1. Hey, I don't know, guys. If CPU1 goes with the signature Pac-Man, we could be in for a banger this next match. Me watching CPU play Pac-Man, like, formidable. Like, he's one of the better players I've seen play Pac-Man that's in my honest opinion. And Pac-Man's a really hard character to pick up. It'll be interesting to see who Habibi picks into it. And this is round 3. We're doing a round robin style tournament tonight, so everybody gets to play everybody. And the winner is determined by who wins the most sets out of everybody. And if you're interested in Smash, the more the people, the more the prize pot goes up and the more the payout. So if you're into Smash, definitely come check us out Monday nights, starting at 7. Sign-ups are on Start GG, friendly reminders. Going for a name change here. Them pairing their controllers, figuring the control settings out. We got a lot of names here. I know this game's like been out for a while, but I would like to see them add more characters like they did in Street Fighter and Tekken. That's just my opinion though. Like for all the Tekken and Street Fighter players, there's been some new drops with Armor King and Sea Viper getting added respectively. Oh, Sea Viper to Street Fighter and Armor King to Tekken. Iron Fakuram pretty cool too. I haven't been able to play him much, but he's a Muay Thai player. Alright, back to the task on hand. Habibi versus CPU1. I got a feeling I know who CPU is going to pick. We'll see if I'm right. Will CPU go with his signature Pac-Man? Habibi locks in Min-Min, it seems like. CPU does lock in Pac-Man. So match 1 is underway. Habibi's Min-Min against CPU's Pac-Man. We will see who comes up with a win in round 1. And they picked my favorite stage, Pokemon Stadium. Let's go. Uh-oh. Habibi going on the offense early, able to knock CPU off the stage. Habibi recovers, can CPU? He does. Pac-Man lets guards. Tries to fight off his way back onto the stage. He's unable to do so. Habibi with the offensive onslaught can take CPU down to 2 stocks. CPU summons a hydrant. Habibi uses that against him. Oh my goodness. Sorry, CPU. Kind of stinks having your own hydrant used against you and you summon it and you don't even get to use it. Very nice play by CPU1 there. Takes Habibi down to 2 stocks. Summons another hydrant. Will that come into play? Summons a projectile. Min-Min blocks it. Knocks CPU up. CPU is in the air. Can Min-Min finish the job? Unable to do so. CPU sitting at 130% damage. Finally, Min-Min's able to finish him off to take him down to 1 stock. But it is still anybody's match. Can CPU recover? CPU finds his way back to the stage. So does Habibi. Habibi's going on the offensive onslaught. Both the players are off the stage. CPU tries to make a recovery and is unable to do so. First match goes to Habibi. Very good job by Habibi to take game 1 there. We'll see if both of them stay on their respective players. I don't anticipate CPU1 switching off of Pac-Man, but stranger things have happened here. It is KO's Pokemon League for Game 2, another very good match. Another big map in my opinion, so both of them stay on Min, both of them staying on their respective players. Habibi's on Min and CPU is on Pac-Man. Game 2 is underway and here we go. Wow, CPU and Min swap sides for that one. Pac-Man summons a hydrant area, is unable to get any use out of it. Habibi tries to use his own hydrant against him, is unable to do so, grabs Pac-Man, throws him off the stage, looks to go on the offensive onslaught and takes CPU down to 2 stocks early, is unable to do so. CPU battles back, gets knocked off again. Wow, gets knocked off twice by Habibi. Habibi is absolutely ledge guarding right now. Can CPU find his way back onto the stage? Every time he does, he gets knocked out. Oh, very smart play by CPU to go over Habibi on that one. Habibi's looking for more offensive onslaught. Is able to get it, knocks CPU out and takes him down to 2 stocks. CPU is looking for a projectile. Finds one, is unable to use it. Oh my goodness. CPU needs to figure something out here. He is in danger. He's at 65% damage. CPU finds a projectile, throws it, and it lands against Min though. Min has very long, pretty decent amount of reach, so it's going to be hard for CPU to capitalize. But we'll see if he's able to. CPU is at 105% damage, 117. Habibi dives off the stage. Both of them able to recover. CPU almost did not recover there. What quick recoveries by both Habibi and CPU there to find their ways back to the stage. CPU is at 142% damage and counting. Summons a hydrant. Will he be able to use it? Is unable to thus far. Hydrant's just sitting there. CPU finds his way back onto the stage after getting knocked off. Habibi finally able to get the job done there, knock CPU off the stage and knock him out to take him down to 1 stop. Can CPU recover and come back in this match, or will Habibi win with the perfect 3 stop? We shall see what happens here. Habibi's at 97% damage. Can CPU take advantage? Habibi's working very good in wedge guarding, trying to prevent CPU1 from coming back on the stage. CPU1 does. CPU1 summons a hydrant. We will see what CPU does. What a throw by Habibi to knock the CPU off the stage. Tries to recover. CPU knocks him off again. CPU summons a hydrant. We will see what happens here. CPU throws Habibi. Is CPU able to capitalize here? Habibi is able to find himself back onto the stage. Habibi switches with CPU. CPU stage dive, no to an avail. We'll see what comes of this exchange. Habibi is able to get back onto the stage. CPU still looking for a recovery. I don't think he's going to be able to find it though. Game, set, and match to Habibi. Very solid match from Habibi and CPU1 there. Habibi just got the better of that exchange. We'll look forward to seeing CPU1 again in the match. Stay tuned for the next set. Min is another character that I haven't seen much of. I haven't seen many people play her. Got a lot of reach and a lot of weapons she can use. So if Min's able to keep you out of distance, she pretty much has a match won. We will see what match is on screen next. Just trying to figure out the results and the tallies right now. Pretty good showing by all the contestants thus far. Dax FZ looking absolutely superior. I wonder if somebody's going to be able to knock him out of first place. So far as every match he's been in, he has won. His Wolf's a pretty formidable player. His Wolf is pretty formidable. Wonder if anybody's going to be able to give him a run for his money here. We shall see. Match I want to see is Dax FZ's Wolf against Habibi's Min Min. I'd love to see who gets the better of that exchange. We'll see if that happens here. Still looking for... I should put on stream. I do like how they incorporated Street Fighter characters and Tekken characters into Smash Brothers. A lot of people don't think Smash Brothers is a fighting game. No, to which I disagree with them. This is Loot against Habibi for our next set on stream. Controller figurations are taking place now. We'll begin this match shortly. I wonder if Habibi's going to stay on Min Min. That'll be interesting to see, or will he switch it up for this set here? Did a pretty good job of playing Min Min against CPU, but we'll see what happens next.
Mr. Game & Watch, Roy!
Habibi's going to Mr. Game & Watch for this set. Alright, we'll see what comes out of it. Loot is going on Roy.
2, 1, go!
Alright, getting the match started. Both of them looking to go on the offense. Habibi's able to get the better of the exchange thus far. Roy's hitting at 37% damage. Roy looking for some offense of his own. They're unable to find it. Habibi goes back on the onslaught. Roy's looking for some sort of counter here. Is unable to find one thus far. Tries to shield up. Is able to do so. Blocks one of Habibi's attacks. But Habibi's absolutely going on the offensive here. Roy's hitting at 100%, 112% damage, 120% now. Can Habibi finish the job and take him down to 2 stocks here? He is off the stage. Very good play by Habibi to try to capitalize, but unable to do so. Both of them battle back. Habibi finally knocks Loot out and takes him down to 2 stocks. Can Loot recover here? Loot guards against Habibi's attacks, is able to do so for the time being, but Habibi going right back on the onslaught with Mr. Game & Watch. Knocks Loot up, is unable to do anything there. Okay, then fight back to center stage. Grounds Loot, is unable to come up with anything there. Knocks Loot off the stage, is unable to recover. Stage dives to try to capitalize there, is unable to do so. Both of them off the stage. Habibi knocks Loot out and is able to make a recovery of his own. Throws Loot, is able to capitalize. Continue to go on the offensive onslaught. There, Habibi, perfect stock Loot here. Stay tuned and find out. Oh my goodness. Game & Watch almost nailed his hammer attack. That could have spelled trouble for Loot and Roy there. Both of them off the stage fighting. We'll see what happens. Habibi's able to recover and Loot falls off. First game goes to Habibi and Mr. Game & Watch. Definitely a sight to see here, guys. Habibi switching up characters now. It was Min Min for the first set against CPU1, and now, well, for that first match anyway, he was Game & Watch. We shall see what happens. He goes back to it. He looks to stay on Roy. Habibi looks to stay on Game & Watch. We will see what happens next. Match 2 underway out of a potential 3. Can Loot find some sort of answer for Habibi's onslaught? Doesn't look like it so far. Uh-oh. Loot's finally able to come up with the offensive onslaught of his own, going on a little bit of offense, able to find it. Habibi's at 51% health so far. Damage at 57% now. 76. Can Luke finish the job and knock Habibi out and take him down to 2 stocks? So far is unable to do so. Habibi finds some offensive onslaught of his own, is able to knock Luke around a bit. Luke recovers and says not today, able to go back on the offensive. Both of these players are playing very formidable, very well right now. Luke kikes Habibi up and is unable to capitalize. Habibi very wisely blocks, knocks Luke off the stage and is able to finish him off to take him down to 2 stocks. But Habibi himself is sitting at 100. Never mind, guys. Habibi just got knocked out by Roy there. Very good comeback by Roy to even up the stock match. We'll see what happens here. Both of them looking for some offense. Roy tried to dodge Habibi's attacks, is able to successfully do so. At least for the brief moment, Habibi looking on the offensive, to go on the offensive, is able to find it. Knocks Roy up twice. So far is unable to capitalize. Roy blocks and puts a shield up, is able to dodge Habibi's onslaught, at least for the time being. Roy knocks Habibi up, is unable to come up with anything. Habibi's going on the defensive now. Habibi's on the ledge. He's looking like he's in danger. He's trying to capitalize here and knock Roy off the stage. He's unable to do so thus far. Knocks Roy up. Roy's able to recover to almost center stage. Roy gets back on the stage. Both of them working their way back to dead center. Luke is sitting on the edge of the stage. Very dangerous for Luke here. And Luke's able to knock Habibi back onto the stage and briefly to wait for it to fight another day. But Habibi says, nope, not for long. Knocks Luke off the stage. We'll see what happens here. Game & Watch is at 127% damage, guys. We'll see if Roy's able to capitalize. Knocks Game & Watch up. Unable to find an answer there. Game & Watch blocks, no to an avail, gets absolutely uppercutted by Roy there, and gets taken down to 1 stock apiece now. Who will win match 2? If Luke wins this match, we will have another one to decide the winner of this set. Luke definitely looks like he switched up his strategy and played a little more passively here. But we'll remains to be seen if that works. Both of them at a medium amount of damage, not terrible yet. Habibi's looking like he's getting up there. He's sitting at 102. Luke could finish the job here. He's off the side of the stage. He eventually gets knocked off, but is able to make a recovery. Very good job by Habibi there. Habibi tries to go for the attack, but Roy shields up and is able to block the onslaught coming from Habibi. Roy is sitting at 100% damage now. Both of them are. Roy's sitting at in the mid 120%, mid 120s. Habibi's looking to finish Roy off, and Roy's looking to do the same to Habibi. We will see what happens here. Game & Watch dove off the stage and almost got knocked out there. And Roy would have set this one to game 3, but Game & Watch is able to make a recovery, knocks Roy up. We will see what comes out of this. Roy is flirting with disaster right now. He's off the stage, able to find himself on the side of the stage. What a recovery by Luke to win that match. Is able to get back on the stage and knock Habibi off of it and uppercut him and finally knock him out to take him out 1 stock to 0. Very good comeback by Luke there. We didn't. And for the longest time I thought Habibi had Luke's number, but Luke proved me wrong. Very good job by Luke. Uh-oh. Habibi means business. He's going back on his min-min. I don't think Habibi liked losing that last round, guys. Let's see what comes out of this. Habibi looking for the offense early. Is they able to find any? Roy is able to block his offense so far. Roy trying to come up with some of his own, but Habibi's got the longer range. We will see what happens here. Habibi continuing the offensive onslaught. Roy's already sitting at 76% damage. 79, 88, 95. Can Roy recover? Is unable to do so thus far. And Roy's just going to fall off the stage. Bye-bye, Roy. Habibi's up 3 stocks to 2 now. We'll see what happens here. Habibi almost knocks himself off the stage. Is able to recover though. Very nice recovery by Habibi. Looks for a throw. Gets it. Very good job by Habibi. Continuing the offensive onslaught and not letting Roy breathe here. Roy is sitting at 86% damage. Gets knocked off the stage again. Habibi needs to keep this offense up. Roy is able to recover. Good scrap. Good throw. Can Habibi find a finish to take him down to 1 stock? And Habibi does. Very good job of stage guarding and not letting Roy get back on stage. Roy finally able to come up with a little bit of offense there. We'll see what happens here. Roy's knocking Min around a bit. Habibi's able to recover and get back on stage. Habibi is going for some offense of his own. Roy's already at 55% damage and counting. Uh-oh, Min's at 87. Can he finish Habibi off here? Oh, wow. Very good. Very solid match 3. Habibi is your winner, and his Min is proving absolutely formidable right now. I don't think he's lost a match since on Min, if I'm correct. Between the matches he played as Min against CPU and the match he just played as Min against Loot. He is looking unstoppable on Min right now. We will see if Dax's Wolf can knock his Min down a peg. It's gonna be the match of the night against in my opinion. 2 very formidable people and 2 people with a lot of agility. But Min does have reach, but Wolf also does have a ray gun. So that match may be fun to watch, folks. So the tournaments that we have for Smash typically take place with no objects, but some of these characters are able to produce objects and projectiles of their own. Like you have your like Samuses, your like Solid Snakes, which if you were at the Comic-Con that was in Virginia a couple of months back, the actor for Solid Snake was there. Tried to get his autograph, but no to an avail. He was really busy and the line was really long. I was also working the con, so no luck there, but I did get to hear him answer questions and like what got him into playing the character Solid Snake and creating that character. And if you guys never had the opportunity to get into a Comic-Con and are able to do so, I highly suggest you go. Between the cosplays, the gamers, and people who dress up, and like you get to meet all sorts of people from all walks of the different backgrounds. This match is Kiko against CPU1. This set, I'm sorry.
Stop battle is Xero. Pac-Man.
Kiko's on Pac-Man. CPU1's on Pac-Man against Kiko's Incineroar. We will see what comes out of this. Both of them looking for offense early. Kiko's able to find it. CPU1 summons a hydrant. Kiko tries to knock it into him and is unable to do so. CPU1 looking for some offense of his own, unable to find it thus far. CPU1 very wisely throws Kiko there. Briefly knocks him off the stage, but Kiko's able to make a full recovery. both of them going on the defensive and have the shields up now. Kiko looking for a shield there against Pac-Man's projectiles. That's what I was mentioning earlier. You don't have to have items because some of these characters do produce projectiles that can be used in the match. And Wario has his motorbike, which is very, very powerful if used in a proper manner. Kiko looking for a throw, gets it, able to knock CPU up. Not able to do much after though. Both of these players are at a deadlock. The CPU is able to get the better of the exchange and take Kiko down to 2 stocks. We'll see what happens here. Kiko's able to recover because CPU one's at a pretty decent amount of damage here. Sitting at 100%, able to recover for the time being. Finds a projectile, lands a projectile against Kiko's Incineroar. We'll see what happens here. Very good stuff by CPU there to block Kiko from going on the offensive. Looks for another projectile, is able to get it briefly. Looks for his projectile, finds a cherry, follows Incineroar off stage, able to battle back, almost got into trouble there. Can he use his fire hydrant? Unable to do so. Kiko looking for another projectile, has to jump out of the way so Kiko can come flying back in. Kiko suplexes CPU, tries to knock him off the stage briefly. CPU one looks to take advantage, unable to do so. CPU one trying to go back on the offensive. We'll see who gets the better of this exchange. Both of them sitting at 100 plus damage right now. CPU one's able to knock Kiko off the stage and finish him off to go 3 stocks to 1. We will see if Kiko's able to make any sort of recovery in this manner. Chances are looking kind of slim for Kiko right now. CPU's doing a very good job of going on the defense and trying to stay out of Kiko's way. Very smart, if I do say so myself. Is able to. Oh, that may have been the kill shot, and it is. Kiko is down 1 stock to 2, but Pac-Man has a fresh set of damage, and so he's at 0 against Kiko's 85. So CPU may be able to get the job done here. Looks for the projectile, first projectile, hits Kiko with it. Uh-oh, he found his fire hydrant. We'll see if that's able to come into play. The fire hydrant disappears and is not able to go into play. But Kiko is able to find another projectile, finds a strawberry throw, finds a minion, and able to basically kite Kiko off for the time being. Throws his apple and it bounces and knocks Kiko off the stage and out. Game 1 goes to CPU1. A very solid job by both players there.
Stop battle.
So CPU1's up 1 game to 0. CPU1 wins this one. He will win this set. Kind of like seeing Incineroar against the Pac-Man. I don't know why. Got a projectile against the grappler, so. Wow. Incineroar immediately goes on the offense. He's not playing around this time. We'll see what happens. CPU1 has to find some offense of his own. Unable to do so thus far. Incineroar is able to go on a little bit of offense, but CPU finds a projectile, is able to throw it. Oh, CPU1 just found his hydrant. Incineroar able to battle back and do some damage of his own. CPU sitting at 125% damage. Incineroar is looking to get the better of this exchange. Their CPU1 is able to knock him off the side of the stage and out 3 stocks to 2 Incineroar thus far. But Incineroar has to be wary because CPU came back with a fresh set of damage, and even now that's 0. CPU1's able to battle back onto the stage. Summons a hydrant, is unable to come up with anything of it. CPU1 tries to knock it into Kiko, but Kiko ducks out of the way, and that hydrant goes flying. So no more fire hydrant, at least for the time being. Very good counter by CPU1 there to avoid being uppercutted into oblivion there. CPU1 finds his way back onto the side of the stage. Ledge guards against Kiko here. Throws his projectile, hits Kiko with it. starts going on the offensive. We'll see if he comes up with anything here. Looks for another projectile. Kiko's looking for the fire hydrant. Nobody home. Kiko, CPU1 found another projectile. Throws it into Kiko. Kiko 1 up. He's into Kiko's Incineroar. Wow. Did both of them just get knocked off the stage? Yes, they did. CPU looking to go back on offense. CPU sitting at 145% damage, though. Yeah, we'll have to be careful against Kiko here. Kiko's only at 1 stock, though, so Kiko gets knocked out. That will be the set for CPU1. CPU1 finds a projectile, is able to throw it. Kiko tries to knock his hydrant into him, is unable to do so, baits CPU1 into making that mistake, and is able to knock him off the stage and out to go to 1 stock even. He will get this better of this last stock, and can Kiko force a game 3? So far is unable to find any offense. He's sitting at 77%. Heads up though, one of those dives misses, and it could be still a good game for Kiko. Kiko has to use that up attack very sparingly, but no need to. CPU1 finds a way to win that set. Very solid job by CPU1 to come back after going to sit down to Habibi. And, well, talking about projectile, Diddy Kong also does have a peanut gun that shoots peanuts at people. It's pretty fun to watch. I guess I could see why people don't think Smash is a fighting game. Because, like, you have projectiles, you have items, you got, like, Pokeballs that can, like, spawn different Pokemon, so, like, they're like different assists of sort, but I mean, I guess, at least to me, the items and like the assists and the projectiles are kind of what makes Smash fun, and like Smash stand out from, like, say you're a Street Fighter 6 or like a Tekken 8 or even a 2X KO, I would say. I mean, but 2X KOs operates on the kind of the same precipice, because you got lead characters and some of them have like a gun. You have Jinx and like Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is pretty much the equivalent of a Street Fighter 6 Dawson, because his arms can go a long ways. And speaking of robots, we do have one in Super Smash Bros. His name is Rob. Rob's a pretty fun character to use if you get the hang of him. I like his little, like, Beyblade thingy he summons, and you could just, like, randomly shoot out at people. Deals a ton of damage. I mean, I guess I can't complain too much about Smash Brothers' roster, because I guess they have, like, gradually added more characters over the years. I still remember playing the very first Smash on Nintendo 64 back when my friend had it. That may date me a bit. Looks like we have Dax FZ going against Loot here. Loot goes on Roy. Will Dax FZ go on Wolf? We will find out in 1 minute, and he does. Alright. Best of 3 against Dax FZ and Loot. Loot is on the right. Loot is on the left. He's on Roy. And Dax FZ is on the right, at least for this match. Both of them are getting started early. FZ getting better at the exchange. Roy sitting at 51% damage. Is he able to come up with any offense of his own? So far, it's been game 1 all Dax FZ so far. Uh-oh. Loot's unable to recover and goes down to 2 stocks. Dax still at a 4-3 stocks. But Loot comes back and goes hammering off the bat looking for some offense and trying to knock Dax FZ out. Is unable to do so. Dax, finding some of his own, is able to keep Loot in the air, and Loot's unable to produce any offense off of that. Loot's able to battle back, knocks Dax FZ around. Loot is at under 1% damage. Dax is at 80, 115 now for Loot. We will see what happens here. He is straight with Disaster on the side of the stage, guys. We will see what goes for a stage dive. Almost finds himself in danger. But no worries anyway. Dax FZ knocks him out. Knocks him up and out. To go up 3 stocks to 1. Dax FZ is taking a lot of damage here. Loot is finding an onslaught early. That uppercut may do it, and it does. Loot is still down though. 1 stock to 2. Dax FZ finds his ray gun, decides to use it in this match here. Knocks Loot up, unable to capitalize it with anything so far. Roy is going on the absolute offensive here. We will see if we can knock Dax FC out and go down one stock even. Uppercuts FC, unable to find anything, has to reset, goes for it again, but FZ knocks him off the other side of the stage. We will see if FZ is able to capitalize here. FZ is trying to keep Loot off, is unable to do so. Loot battles back onto the center stage, knocks FZ up and out to go to 1 stock even, but Loot is sitting at 122% damage here, guys. 135, 145. Feel like an option here, calling out damage, and Dax FZ is able to knock Loot up and out to finish him off for game 1 of this series. We will see if both of them stay on their respective characters for game 2. Loot has to find an answer for Dax's Wolf if he plans on winning any of these matches here. Or is Dax FZ going to cut him a break? Nope, no break to be had here. Dax FZ means business. Goes right back on that wolf of his. And we will see what happens here in game 2. Both of them looking for offense. Both of them have their shields up. Both of them able to knock each other's attacks, at least for the time being. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? It's Loot getting off to an early start here, able to find some offense against Dax FZ's Wolf. Dax has no answers for him thus far. He's able to find some, starting now. Is finally able to breathe and damage Loot a decent bit. Loot looking to go back on the offense of his own. He's unable to do so thus far. He's finally able to do so. Both of them are off the stage, able to recover. Loot's floating with Disaster on the side of the stage, able to goad Dax FC into making a mistake and finally knocks him up and out to go up 3 stocks to 2, but he is sitting at 128% damage. So we'll have to see what comes out of this. Dax FC knocks him up. Loot tries to kite and deflect Dax FC's attack. Comes up empty there. Loot goes up and now we were sitting at 2 stocks apiece. Loot's looking like he's getting the better of this exchange, though, at least for the time being. We'll see if Dax is able to recover and come up with something. So far he's able to. Dax goes on the defensive a bit, resets center stage. We will see what happens next. Dax trying to go Loot into making a mistake. Not to be had right now by Loot. Very good for Loot to go on the offense. He finds himself on that side of the stage again. Seems to like that side of the stage, but he keeps on getting knocked off. Both of these players are at 100% damage now. Dax FC is able to sit Loot flying up and out to go up 2 stocks to 1. Can Loot even this match up and take Dax FC down to 1 stock? Dax FC sitting at 100% damage. We'll find out what happens. Loot's trying to come up with offense, unable to find any thus far. Dax FZ's mixing it up, going on offense and defense, trying to goad Loot into making a mistake and finish him off for game 2. Unable to do so thus far. Dax FC throws, but Loot's able to recover. Loot's seemingly running out of his shield, I do believe. Dax FZ knocks him up, is unable to knock him out just yet. We will see what happens here. If Loot is able to knock him down to 1 stock, he will still be in trouble because he will still be at 100% damage. But Dax FZ is able to both keep his 180% damage and knock Loot up and out to win game 2 and win this set. So this set goes to Dax FZ, guys. Very good effort by Loot, though, to try to come up with something in that second match, but just unable to find the answer to Dax's Wolf. Will anybody be able to at this point? Maybe Habibi's Min Min? I don't know. I mean, honestly, if anybody does find the answer to Dax FZ's Wolf tonight, I do believe it would have to be Min Min, because Min Min's definitely got that reach advantage against Wolf, but Wolf also has a deflect, so it'll be really interesting to see what happens against if we do get a Min Min in a Wolf match. I mean, the one thing I can definitely say that their graphics have definitely evolved over the games, with the game over the years, since the game's been out for N64. Occasionally I do feel a little nostalgic though, and feel like firing up some Smash 64. Nothing wrong with playing the classics. Guys, it is the match of the evening. We have Dax FZ going up against Habibi.
Whoa.
FZ locks in Wolf.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
FZ's excited to get this match underway.
Whoa. Min Min.
Habibi locks in Min Min, and just like that, match 1 out of a possible 3 is gone underway here on Pokemon Stadium, no less. Very good stage for both of these combatants. We'll see what comes. Oh my gosh! Habibi just deflected Dax FZ's ray gun right back at him. Dax takes damage off of that. Habibi looking to go on the offense is able to find it. Dax FZ has 0 answers for Min Min right now, but we will see if that changes here. Both of them battling. Dax FZ finally able to find a little bit of offense, but that's put to a halt though. Dax FZ is trying to keep Min Min from recovering and getting back on the stage. Unable to do so. Min Min deflects that shot. Is unable to find Dax with it though. Nobody home for Dax. Min Min's going back on the attack here. She's charging up for smash, but Dax FZ goes down to 2 stocks. Looking to return the favor. Habibi sitting at 91% damage. We'll see if Dax is able to take advantage. Dax knocks Min Min off the stage. He's unable to do anything with that. Min Min's able to recover. Very good job by Habibi to go back to center stage where he can't get knocked off, at least for the time being. Min Min's sitting at 113% damage though, so one shot from Wolf could do it, but Min Min's continuing this offensive onslaught. FZ has no answers for Min Min. Min Min knocks him off the other side of the stage. Min Min knocks him up, and unable to knock him out. Dax FZ with the blistering kick to send Min Min flying up and out to go down to 2 stops. Min Min comes back and immediately returns the favor and knocks Dax FZ out to go up 2 stocks to 1. But Min Min's at a damage disadvantage, at least for the time being. Min Min goes on one over offensive floors. This match could get turned around quick. Unable to find any though thus far. It's been Dax FZ thus far. We will see if he continues that onside. He's able to do so. Knocks Min around here. Uppercuts Min. Knocks her into the air, but is unable to find anything after that. Min tries to knock him off the stage. Again, is able to do so briefly. Min gets knocked off the stage. Is able to recover. Returns the favor right back to Wolf. We will see what happens here. Wolf tries to knock Min off the stage. And now to even this game at one stock apiece. Dax FZ is at 91% damage. You will see what happens here. 111. 125. Both of the... Oh, no. Empty recovery by Dax FC and Wolf and Min and Habibi take game one of this set. That was a very well fought match between Dax FZ and Habibi there. We will see what comes out of game two. I am excited, folks. I hope you guys are. Match 2 is underway. I didn't quite get to see the stage selection. We are at Pokemon Stadium again. Can Dax find the answer and force the game 3 here? We shall see what happens. Min looks to gain the early offensive advantage, is able to do so. Dax sitting at 62% damage. Tries to fire a ray gun. Nobody home. Min's able to make a recovery off the side of the stage and get back to center stage. Very good job by Habibi there. Dax FZ tries to shoot his ray gun. Nobody home. Finds it the second time though. Wow. Wow. What a job by Habibi to try to keep Dax FZ off the stage, but Dax FZ is able to recover. Very good plays by both players. Uh-oh. Habibi sends Dax FC flying. Hey, he keep him off the stage and knock him out, and she does. Knocks Dax FZ up and out. Dax goes down 2 stocks to Min's 3. Tries to return the favor. Unable to find his ray gun. Fires his ray gun. Nobody home for Dax. He almost had Min there. Min sitting at 114%. Habibi looking very good right now. But he is taking a lot of damage, and he is at 114% damage, so we'll see if Dax is able to finish the job and knock him out to take him at least down to 2 stocks. Dax is so far unable to come up with any offense. Min's continuing her offense, is trying to keep Dax FZ from recovering, but is unable to do so. That looked like a deflect from Dax, but nobody home and unable to capitalize. Dax FZ has to go back to the drawing board here. Able to knock Min up and out, and this match goes to 2 stocks apiece. Dax has to be careful. He's at 104% damage, 118 now. Uh-oh, Dax FZ's on the side of the stage. Will he get knocked out by Habibi here? Dax FZ very wisely battles back to the center, knocks Habibi off the side of the stage. Habibi sitting at 34%, so she's okay for now. Dax goes to 140. Fights his way back onto the ledge of the stage, able to recover. Not for long though. Min knocks him up and out to go up 2 stocks to 1. We shall see what happens. Dax is on his last life here, and essentially his last match. If he's unable to make any sort of recovery, he's trying to go on the offensive onslaught, unable to find any thus far. Habibi's looking to keep the offense going, and he's able to do so thus far. Uh-oh, he allowed Dax to breathe for a minute, and Dax is able to come up with a little bit of offense. They'll try to even this game back up. Habibi's at 113% damage. Can she recover? Is able to do so. Fights her way back under the stage. Dax FZ getting knocked around now. Dax FZ's off the stage, able to recover at least briefly. Shields up, deflects one attack from Min. Doesn't take any damage here, but Min's guarding that stage very well. Is able to knock Dax FZ up, and now Min wins this set 2 games to 0. That was a very good match by both Dax FZ and Habibi though. Habibi got the better of that exchange. And I kind of called it, guys. If anybody was gonna knock Dax FZ off his wolf, it was going to have to be Min Min. And we did see it there. Min Min had the reach advantage and eventually was able to come up with a hard-fought victory. So congratulations to Habibi there. Our next match, it looks like it's going to be Xero and Loot. That match will get going shortly. And if you're just tuning into the stream, welcome to our weekly presentation of Smash Masters. This is number 62, brought to you by The Outer Limits. We have weekly tournaments for Smash on Monday nights, and fighting game community tournaments on Thursday nights. The games featured there are 2XKO, Tekken 8, and Street Fighter 6. We're always looking to add new games to the list, so if you got a game and you got a group of players that plays that fighting game, come on out. And, well, if you don't play any of those games, come on out anyway. It's never too late to learn. Alright. This match is Xero against Loot. The next match will be Balmy against Habibi. So we have Xero on Wario and Loot on Roy, it looks like. We shall see what happens in match 1. Alright, so we got Loot on the left and Xero on the right. At least to start the match, even though the characters are a little bit reversed. By the bottom of the screen, we have Xero on the left and Loot on the right. But that doesn't matter though. Loot's able to go on the attack early and get Xero's Wario up to 63% damage and counting. Wario's looking for some offense of his own, is unable to find it, so has to go on the defense, at least for the time being. Wario's motorbike enters the fray. His own drives it off the stage, so so sad for Xero there. Tries to capitalize the match with his motorcycle, is unable to do so. And that's Wario's favorite projectile in this game. Loot's able to continue the onslaught. Wario able to make his way back onto the side of the stage, able to grab it and get back to center. Is trying to look for some offense. Able to recover a little bit of damage there is Xero, but Loot's continuously going on the attack. Can Loot finish the job? Wario gets back on the side of the stage. Wario looks for a grab, does not get it. Loot knocks him off the opposite end of the stage. What a recovery by Loot and Wario there to get back onto the center of the stage. Not for long though, Loot's able to knock him off. Loot's in trouble though, he's sitting at 123%, 139. Gets knocked up and out by Xero's Wario. Both of them at a deadlock right now. We'll see what happens here. Both of them going for the offensive exchange. Loot's Roy looks like he got the better of that one. Wario's motorcycle sitting on the left side of the stage. Unable to get any use out of it though, as Loot very wisely knocks it off out of the stage. So Xero can't use it against him. Xero is looking for some offense of his own. Is able to start it. Very good throw by Wario. Wario throws his motorcycle into Loot. Almost knocks him out. Loot returns the favor, knocks Wario off the opposite end of the stage. We'll see what happens here. Wario battles back, finds some offense, is trying to knock Loot out. Loot's going back on the offense, knocks Wario off the stage. Loot uppercuts Wario. Can Wario recover? Is Xero able to do so? Xero finds himself back on the center of the stage, looking for some offense. Loot goes for an uppercut, misses it. Loot goes for a grab, gets it, throws Wario up. Wario's able to recover on the side of the stage. Loot's there to answer him, knocks him up and out. 2 stocks to 1 goes Loot. Wario's able to return the favor. We are at 1 stock apiece, boys and girls. One stock for Xero, one stock for Loot. Who will get the better of this exchange and win match one? Stay tuned and find out. Wario going on the defense. Very wise there by Wario, because Loot's just flying at him with a flurry of offense. And Wario is able to come up with a win in game one. Stay tuned for game two. That throw by Xero may be the play of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Man, I thought Xero had Loot when he chucked his motorcycle at him and it smacked him. But Loot somehow able to make a play and get back onto the stage. I do not know how he did that either. Loot's going back on Roy, and Xero is going right back to Wario. Game 2 is set and about to get underway here. Wario and Xero's Wario against Luke's Roy. Game 2 out of a possible 3. If Loot wins, we will have a game 3, but if Xero wins, we will win the set here, 2 games to 0. We will see what happens in game 2 of this set. Both of them getting the offense, trying to get the offense going early. Luke's able to get the better of the exchange, at least for a brief moment. Knocks Xero off the stage. Xero able to make a full recovery. Good job by Xero there. Able to find his way back onto the stage. Luke looks to knock him around, is unable to do so. Xero is able to come up with some offense of his own. Luke grabs him, is able to knock him around a little bit. Both of them sitting at 80% damage apiece. I spoke to earlier. Luke's able to capitalize and knock Wario out for 90%. Both of them unable to recover and get back to the stage. So we go down to 2 stocks even. Luke's Wario against Xero's Wario. Who will get the better of this offensive exchange? It looks like Luke got the upper hand, at least for the time being. Xero very wisely moves out of the way and is able to recover at least a little bit there. Luke's looking to knock Wario off the stage and out. Oh, he knocks Wario off his motorcycle. Is Luke going to try to use Xero strategy against him? Is able to do so. Doesn't knock Xero out though. Xero makes his way back to the stage. Who will go down to 1 stock first? Will it be Wario? Wario's off the stage. Able to recover. Able to slam Luke. Luke's at 41% damage though, so he's got a little bit of ways to go. He's going to take something formidable from Wario to knock Roy out this early. Oh, Roy's at 72. Roy tosses Wario up, and we'll see what happens here. Knocks Wario off his motorcycle. Tries to throw Wario's motorcycle. Nobody home. Xero's not about to let his own strategy get used against him. But all for naught though. Wario uppercuts him and knocks him up and out. Wario is up 2 stocks to 1. It may not be for long though. Wario's sitting at 100% damage, guys. We'll see if Wario's able to knock him out here. Wario brings his motorcycle back into play. Tries to throw his motorcycle into Roy. Nobody home. Roy ducks out of the way very wisely, looking for some offense. Unable to find any as of right now. Roy finds something that time, but Wario throws him, almost knocks him off the stage. Is finally able to knock Roy up and out to go to 1 stock apiece. Who will win game 2? Will it be Luke's Roy or Xero's Wario? Again, if Xero wins, he will win this set, boys and girls. Let's see what happens here. Wario is flooding with disaster on the side of the stage. We will see if Xero's able to make a recovery, and he is! What a play and save by Wario to stay alive and live to fight another day so far. Wario's able to go on some sort of offense, but he's sitting at 86% damage, so we will see what happens here. Roy's only at 34, so he's got a little bit of ways to go. But Luke's able to find some offense. Tries to throw Warrior's bike into him. Nobody home. Goes for an uppercut. Gets that. His up B is very powerful in this game, by the way. He'll finish you with one strike with that if you're not careful. Warrior's motorcycle back into play. Who will get the better use of it, or will it be used? is able to throw Royal semi off the stage and able to finish him off.
Roy wins.
A fierce battle.
And Lute sends this set into a game 3. Very good comeback by Lute to battle back from 1 game down to 0 to force a game 3. To force a game 3 against 0. We shall see what comes up game 3. And both of them staying on their respective characters. Lute staying on Roy. Xero staying on Wario. We will see what happens in this match. Both of them looking for an some early offense. Both of them feeling each other out. Roy is able to get the better of the early exchange. Takes Wario up to 44% damage now. Roy still sitting at a cozy cushy 0. Not for long. Wario's able to answer back and find some physical offense of his own. Wario almost gets knocked off the stage there. He does. He's not out yet though. Wario says, I still have some fight left in me at 81% damage. We'll see what happens here. Roy's looking to go on the offense and knock Wario up and out for good. Wario able to find an uppercut. Wario able to recover. Very good job by both Lute and Xero right now. Xero sitting on the side of the stage, able to block and put his shield up defensively. All for naught though. Lute's able to knock him up and out to go up 3 stocks to 2. Lute's sitting at 79% damage and counting. Roy's only taking 25% damage thus far. Roy's sitting at 102. Can Xero capitalize? Unable to do so. Roy's able to fight back onto the stage. Roy's at 118, 120, and counting. Roy's looking for a finish, unable to find one thus far. Lute's Roy battles back into this some way and somehow. Roy headbutts him, finally knocks Roy up and now to go to 2 stocks even. Well, Xero's got the damage disadvantage right now. He's at 52%. Things have happened. I've seen someone with the 300% damage win 2 stocks, but we will see what happens here. Waro's able to get the better of that offensive exchange. Lute's trying to come up with some offense of his own, unable to find any thus far. Finds some briefly, knocks Roy off the stage. Waro able to recover. Waro trying to do the same thing now. Fires Roy up and out. See you later, Roy. Waro goes up 2 stocks to 1, but Waro sitting at 102% damage now. Can Lute even this match back up to 1 stock apiece? That's going to prove hard because Xero is not letting him thus far. Oh, Xero goes for a jump attack, misses. That could be costly and is not thus far. Roy's able to knock him off the side of the stage, but Xero recovers. Xero goes for 2 attacks, lands them both. Xero goes for a grab. Lute is off the side of the stage, folks, is able to recover. Lute's off the side of the stage again. Xero almost goes diving off the stage, decides against it. Lute is able to bring it back to 1 stock apiece, but has the damage already been done? Lute is at 113% damage. 1 shot from Xero could end this match. Xero going for an attack. Lute running for that though. Answers with an attack of his own. Almost sends Xero flying, unable to do so. Xero brings his motorcycle back into play. Lute grabs it, tries to throw it. Nobody home. Puts it back down. The motorcycle still on the stage. The motorcycle about to go. Very good job by Xero. Headbutts Lute and knocks him up and out to win this game. To win this match 2 sets to 1. Very formidable play by both of these players. Good job, Lute and Xero for that match. Next, we will have Ball Meat against Habibi. So far, nobody's been able to find an answer for Habibi's Min yet. Will Ball Meat be the first? Both of them getting set up on stage right now. Massive shout out to whoever's tuning in. I love Oreo celebrations though. He has the like funniest and goofiest celebrations in my opinion. Ball meet against Habibi set to get underway shortly. We will see what the first stage selection is. Oh, somebody changed the music and first stage is set up for Battlefield. Habibi immediately locks in the Min. Ball meet goes on Kazuya. We will see what comes out of match 1. It is Habibi's Min against Ball meet's Kazuya. Alright, both of them set on center stage. Habibi's able to get the offense going early, as always here. Kazuya is looking for an answer, unable to find one thus far. So Kazuya has to go on the defense. Ball meet is able to block one of Habibi's attacks, at least for the brief moment. Able to block two, but unable to come back with any sort of offense of his own. Ball meet sitting on 110% damage now. Fires a laser, nobody home. Ball meet is off the side of the stage, able to recover. We'll see what happens here. Habibi is looking to continue the onslaught. He's able to do so. Knocks Ball meet up, but Ball meet is not out. Uh-oh, Ball meet had his charge, lost his charge. Got knocked up and out off the stage. Ball meet is down 2 stocks to 3. We will see what Habibi has in store for him here, and Habibi's answer is a lot of offense. Ball meet's able to find a laser that connects with Habibi. Habibi's at 36% damage. We'll see what happens here. Ball meet is at 92. Again, guys, Min has a reach advantage here. So he's looking to continue this onslaught against Kazuya. He's able to do so thus far, but Kazuya has a charge, so watch out. These lasers at full charge. Able to upcut and slam him down. Knocks Habibi off the stage and goes to 2 stocks apiece. Habibi is able to return the favor right back to Ball meet though and knock him to go to 2-1 stock. Ball meet's looking for some offense. He's able to find a little bit. Guards that ledge. Is trying to prevent Habibi from getting an offensive onslaught going. Very smart play by Ball meet here. Uh-oh, Habibi finds himself off the side of the stage. He's able to recover. Finds himself back on the offensive. Dodges a laser from Ball meet. Ball meet knocks him off the other side of the stage. Ball meet tries to capitalize, unable to do so. Habibi is able to battle back onto the stage. Ball meet briefly deflects that attack, is unable to come up with anything after that. Habibi looking to keep up the offensive onslaught. Who will go down? Can Habibi take Ball meet out for game 1? We will see here. Ball meet has a charge though. Looking to slam Habibi and finds it. Habibi is down to 1 stock and so is Ball meet. But Habibi has damage advantage. Habibi's at 0 damage. Ball meet's at 142 and counting. 150 and counting. Habibi has Ball meet on the brink. Can he finish the job? Knocks Ball meet off the stage. Ball meet's able to recover briefly. Finds himself back onto the stage. Not for long though. 1 hit by Habibi does the job. Habibi wins game 1. Very nice job by Habibi there. And a very nice job by Habibi there to keep his record alive.
Stop battle.
I don't think
Man,
Habibi's
Kazuya.
lost a match. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he has. Almost looking to get right back into it with Kazuya against Habibi's Min Min.
2, 1.
Habibi's Min Min has been pretty formidable thus far. Nobody able to come up with an answer for him, but Almi did a very good job at taking him down to one stock at least. But just didn't have what it took to capitalize. Habibi's going back out for the early offense. No surprise there. Knocks Kazuya around a bit. Tosses Kazuya around like a ragdoll. Kazuya's already at 100% damage. 115 gets knocked up and out. Habibi's up to a 3-2 stock advantage. Early, we will see what happens here. Kazuya is able to find some offense. He is able to knock Habibi off the stage, at least briefly. Habibi able to battle back on. Kazuya throws and knocks Habibi around again. Habibi able to recover. Habibi's in trouble now on 107% damage. Almost gets knocked off the side of the stage. Habibi is able to recover, at least for the moment. Kazuya has the damage advantage. Can he take advantage? We will see here. Kazuya closes the gap. Finds his uppercut, knocks Habibi up and out, and we are at 2 stocks apiece, folks. Kazuya sitting at 42% damage. Min Min sitting at 53% damage. We will see what happens here. Ballmeat's looking to go on the offense and not let up. Ballmeat is able to find it. Knocks Habibi off the stage. Is unable to answer though. To keep him off as Habibi makes a full recovery. Ballmeat could be in trouble here. Habibi looking for the offense. Able to get some. Ballmeat very wisely puts a shield up to deflect to block one of Habibi's attacks. Is able to do so, at least for the time being. But Ballmeat finds himself flirting with disaster on the side of the stage. Can he recover? And he does. Habibi's there to answer him though. Habibi's continuing to go on the onslaught. Is able to knock Ballmeat up and now to go to 2 stocks to 1. This is looking like a lot the repeat of last game. Can Ballmeat force a game 3 against Habibi here and give him his first loss of the evening? We shall see, folks. Not looking too good for Ballmeat there. Here though, Ballmeat's already at 48% damage. Blocks Habibi's attacks very wisely, but is running out of shield. Has to use that sparingly here. Has to be very careful with that. Habibi is just not letting up on that offense. Every time Ballmeat thinks he has something, Habibi has something in store for him to answer. And alas, it was not meant to be. Habibi keeps his perfect game alive. Very good sets by Habibi here. At this point, I'm sitting here and wondering if anybody will take Habibi down. We will see if we have another match in store for you guys here. No match up thus far. We will stay tuned into that for you guys. guys.